Alright guys, this is a second attempt because the first one, the mic didn't work. I forgot to activate it, so I was talking in mute. I will try to make it now shorter, guys. So last prediction was correct. We got the pullback as we predicted and to this area and then move for the upside. Basically, in all the movement in the stock analysis, was correct. So for next week, what's gonna be? It's safe to assume that any move for the upside and any pullback immediately get bought. But now we're gonna see a little bit of pressure from the upside. You can see the candle of this 4-hour chart. A lot of people waiting for the 500. Will the market give them this to sell out the 500? You can see a little bit it started to be a divergence for the downside, which means that the buyers basically don't have the power to push for the upside again. This was the nice pullback here, nice volume immediately coming in and moving in. So basically, in the smaller time frame, below the 493, 492, if you want to be sure, it's going to be a second pullback for the retest of the 485. And then if it breaks, I don't think it will stop at the 480, which people think. I think it will stop a little bit deeper, 474, 475 area. And this could be a change in the trend because it's going to break the trend of moving up. Keep in mind that this is a seller point, this is a seller's point. So basically, the seller's average price, I think it's the 480. So if we're gonna see the price moving here, you're gonna see a lot of sellers trying to make for the break, and then you're probably gonna see a move for the 475, 472, taking some pressure off the move. At the moment, I'm still bullish because I don't have any sign yet for the moving for the downside. You can see the seller's nice candle here, immediately moving for the upside. It's still too far away. You still have a lot of gaps from behind, but we are in a, I don't know, bull run. So they're trying to stop the trend. It's a little bit difficult, even though you will see a lots of divergences started to push up, so it could see something like this, and then probably we gonna look for something like this. So a lot of divergences, guys, so be prepared for another pullback. This is what I have to say. Same goes with the Qs. Alright, with the Qs the same prediction was correct, pushing for the blue, from the blue moving higher. You can see here that if the Qs is our leader, it started to be a little bit here, and this is trying to make higher. So if it breaks the 430, I don't like breaks, so immediately I think it will move for the downside. And here we have to see what it do, because if it breaks, it can make the sign of a deeper pullback for the 410, 420. Can't believe I'm talking on the SPY 15 minutes and now I talked about it 3 minutes. Sorry guys. So yes, this is a deeper pullback again with the sellers. I think many people wait for it to break. Some see something like this, so they will prefer a pullback here and breaking for the 430. I'm afraid of this move, so be prepared for it. This is sorry, this is not a straight line. This could be another sort of some sort of divergence, but if it moves higher and it will continue lower, doesn't look that good. Again, you have a sign there. This is a seller's sign. This is a seller's sign, guys. So, but again, smaller time frame, guys. This is a 1 hour. So moving for the 426, even 425, then trying to move higher. Still, this is a more positive way, but it can move down for the break here, close some gaps, close here gaps, and I think many people wait for it. At the moment, the market moves. You can see the end move or the Fibonacci level here, but at the moment the market move with 2, 3, 5 stocks. This is crazy. Let's move for IWM because this is the most lagging, and again, our prediction was correct. This is move for the retest. Immediately try to buy. This is break. Immediately come back. This is inside candle. So no decision here. Below there coming more down, above here trying to break the 200. You can see it here, still negative, trying to break. This is a good sign for the move for the upside, but it didn't make continuation, so this is a false break. Maybe coming back again, because this is in the middle nowhere. I don't know what to do because no sign, nothing yet. Just give us a little bit negativity, a little bit positivity. So where you want to go, I will wait. 190 below, 200 above. Tesla making a nice move. Try to move for the upside, immediately move for the downside. So I think a lot of people now, if I need to think, they see Meta, they see that Meta was in the 100 and now where it is. So probably they're thinking, what happened with Tesla? Now maybe Tesla is a cheap one, and it can move for the 400 again, and we're gonna be rich. But I think many people wait for the break of the 180, even getting for the 172. There is a lot of, I think, not a lot of, but still some gaps from behind here on the 150, 145, and if it gets break the 180, it could rest in here and then come in pushing back here, and then a lot of people will buy it like crazy. They will not care if the books are bad and what the managers gonna do. They will just buy it because they know this is much cheaper choice to invest. There is a big gap from above. This could be island reversal, so probably people wait above the 195, 196 to close the gap and make some little bit push, but this is for swing trade at the moment. Still negative, no break of trend, nice gap here, making lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, trying to rest on the 181, 180. So until it changes the trend, until it breaks something, the trend is down. It's trying to be a little bit positive here, but you can see it here. Any move for the upside will bring the sellers, so it brings the sellers here, but the bar is trying to be and press it, so it could make a false break and then push lower in order to take the upside, the downside, and then try to decide if it wants to move higher. So be careful with Tesla. It could be tricky. Apple moved for the downside and immediately got bought here on the 180 again. Seems that people like the 180 number. Apple could be tricky. Guys, shoulder, head. What happened if it make another shoulder for the 180? Boom, not that good. 15 bucks, 165. Not that good for Apple. It can push the market for the downside. At the moment, seems a little bit negative, even though it was resting on the 180 and probably the computer bought it with nice volume. But what do you see? Do you see any trend here what I see it here, you can clearly see cup handle for the 180. Sorry guys, it doesn't look that good. Even though there is a nice big green candle, I know, but I want to see a pattern. I want to see something that give me assuredness for the moving to attack the all-time high like the rest of the market, rest of the stocks, to join the party. At the moment, I don't know if Apple want to join the party. There is still a short continuation. It didn't finish the movement, so it could be an inside candle a little bit and then trying to see if it wants to rest. At the moment, still negative about it. Nvidia, nothing much to say about Nvidia. This is a moving train, speeding train, bullet train. Don't try to fight it. Start to be a little bit negative. You can see a lot of divergence anywhere you will look. You can see negative, 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 positive. So come on, probably losing its power. Probably people wait, take it from below for the moving for the ups, downside, for the resting. But again, even if this is moving up, this is moving down, so both divergences, the bar is much more stronger, have a lot more profit than the sellers. Sellers will probably wait, be more careful about the short position until they will find a good entry point with assurance that there is no buyers left. Same goes with Meta, but with Meta, imagine Meta, sorry, was a $5 stocks, and you see suddenly that the stock made this move. Will anybody take it for the long or the short side? Probably a lot of you will take it for the short side, closing the gap, moving. This is a meme stock or something like this, but what happened with Meta? Just because it had a good books and decided to give some dividend, I don't know if it justified this move. This is a big gap, and I know it's strong, which is good. I like this big move. You can see what happened when there is a big gap. Was resting a little bit and then moving. Big gap, resting a little bit and then move. So guys, wait for it. I don't know if it will rest a little bit and then try to move. So I think lots of sellers and buyers will wait to see how it goes. At the moment, if we check in on the 4-hour chart, nothing much to say. This is a continuation of a FOMO, and this is a rejection of a round number of taking some profit of insiders. And you can see any move for the downside will create divergence for the upside. So this is good, because even if you see it coming back for the 420, you will probably create a divergence for more buyers to come and more computer to buy this and join them. But at the moment, I will wait. I will wait and probably take it and look for it for the short side. mRNA basically did what we afraid of. A little bit spike and boom, crash for the down, taking out the move for taking the upside, taking the downside. Now it's trying to decide what to do. I will wait for it to be a little bit more positive. It creates a little bit small divergence for the upside, but I will want to see it something like this, and then trying to enter in this direction. At the moment, I'm biased for the upside, but at the moment it's a little bit negative. So I want to see that the bars hold this line. At the moment, nothing much to say about it. You can see it here, the big, and this is what mRNAs tend to do. False break to the upside, immediately pushing back and taking out all the downside. So probably above the 98.50, 98 here, could push again for the retest and then trying to the upside. Could be very interesting. BA again, guys, see this move, see what happened. A lot of gap is good. Eventually it will come up, but this what can happen in Meta. This is what can happen in NVDA. So you just need to wait. Something eventually will happen, and you can see it here. This is the divergence where we were talking about, and any move for the upside will immediately get sold. So just wait for it. Doesn't look that promising for VA. Sideways move could push a little bit for the upside in the middle of no zone. Lower highs, resting on the 200. So let's see if it can try to break it. Be interesting to see something like this breaking for the downside. Not, I would like to see it break, rest, going again for the upside with a positive flat VA. Gold, middle of no zone, so I don't know what to tell you. This is a sideways move, trying to move higher, now trying to move lower, trying to move higher. Middle of no zone, nothing much to say. I'm positive in the longer term on the gold, and could reach to the 200 here, but at the moment it's resting, not giving any sign for the move for the upside or for the downside. I think it try to rest a little bit more, then eventually try to move higher. It doesn't look that good if it will push higher. At the moment, it's a little bit negative here. You can see momentum. You can see the big green immediately get rejection. So try to make a push. Nothing much happened. So start to be a little bit positive, but we probably want to see smaller candles to give us an attempt to enter for the long side. At the moment, if it breaks below here, a little bit lower, and it doesn't look that good. For silver, even though I'm also positive about it, definitely not that good. Why? This something, this is go here, and this go lower, and this here, and this is break above, break below. Golfing candle, big red golfing candle. Even though it's tried to be positive, see it here on the daily. Nice divergence there. So could mean continuation, and broke a little bit, so it can rest a little bit. If it break the 2050, I think it will move lower. It doesn't look that good. Where it's gonna rest, you have the Fibonacci extension level. At the moment, you can see it moving for the upside. Failed. Buyers trying to come from the 2050. This is the buyer zone, 2050. When it touched, immediately just start to buy. This is the reason why I see a big volume there. It can make another attempt, but if break the 20, it will fall even lower. But again, I'm positive about silver and gold in the longer term, years, not weeks or days. At the moment, seem a little bit negative for next week. Oxy. All right, Oxy. Move again for the upside. I'm still waiting for the 5360. Will it give us this move? I don't know. All I can say that I'm looking at something like this. Come on, break the 56. Break it, break it, break it. Close below and move for this buyer zone. At the moment, inside doesn't do anything. On the daily, again, you can see it here. Nothing much. So you can see the 56 zone. Try to break, immediately get bought. Try to break, immediately get bought, get bought. What happens if it breaks below the 56 with a red candle? Immediately push even lower. At the moment, something, let me check. There is no divergence there. But if looking the eye, something like this, you can see the 54 and the 50, which is a nice round number. So why not to give us that? I don't know. So guys, let's finish up. At the moment, green, too extended. I don't know if it has more power to break the 500. The end zone is the 509. Could be very interesting. I think buyers will wait, and new hand will be very weak. So any move a little bit or any red candle will shake them off, and they immediately get out. You can see a lot of divergence started to build up. So be prepared for a nice pullback, which means nice pullback, probably even 5%. So at the moment, positive about it. All stocks try to be a little bit negative, so be prepared. The IWM, I will wait for it to join the party. Until it wait and join the party, it's going to be very tricky with the SPY and the Qs, even though the Qs seems more positive. It's trying to building negative momentum. So guys, hope you like it. Hope it helps you. My ideas. So if you want to make a decision, please do it on your own risk, on your own due diligence. If you like, subscribes. Guys, good luck. Have a good week. Bye bye.